right.
I greet you guys to the second episode of my podcast. The topic of today is self-reflection. Around about the past 2 years, I've regularly write down my thoughts, what I have experienced with what people I had encounters, and my prayers as well. I've wrote down all these things in a little notebook called a diary. In my opinion, to reflect oneself is something very important. Just to quickly remind yourself what happened today, what could you learn on this day, what could you done this day, but also what accidents happened. I think it's a very important topic to talk about, because I've talked to many people and asked them if they are reflecting themselves as well, daily or on a weekly basis or even a monthly basis. And yeah, oftentimes the answers are just no, that they not do regularly reflect themselves. Me, like I said, I try to reflect myself daily in a little diary. So I write between 10 to 15 sentences every day, what I could learn, what I have experienced, with what people I've talked, and what my prayers are about currently. Then also do yearly self-reflection. So how the year went for me, what goals I could reach in this year, what goals I couldn't reach, and what goals I have planned for the next year, and so on. So I quickly show you this. So this is my notebook. I can link the specific article, the specific notebook in the description for you. I think it's very clean. It's super size. You can just write down whatever you want to write down in here. And this little book or little notebook is specifically for my prayers, or what I manifest. Manifesting is something I will talk about as well on this podcast, but not on this episode. If you want to, you can quickly write down a comment or something if you ever heard about manifesting, or if you do it as well. But here, as I said, I just write down all the things I manifest in the future, but also some private stuff, dreams I have, or prayers, and so on. So again, I have not scripted this podcast. I've just wrote down some points I want to talk about. Around about 2 years, I'm now writing daily diary. So I'm reflecting myself day to day. For me personally, it's just a good feeling to release all this tension that built up the day, but also what I could learn on this day. So it's very cool when I have learned some new skill or something specific, or I have read something special in a book or so. I can write it down. In this way, I just release my thoughts and leave it there. And this is also a way how you can develop your brain and save things for a later state of mind. What I also do is, when I'm in a bad mood or not having the best season, maybe something specifically happened in my life, I can go back into my notebook and read again what my prayers were maybe 2 months ago or 6 months ago. And then I can reflect on myself. What point am I now, and what point was I back then? So often I feel so joyful and thankful what things I could go through that I never thought about would be possible. And yeah, it's just something I really enjoy to do, especially when I'm, like I've said, in a bad mood. A notebook is also something you can design or structure specifically or individually. So What I like to do is just write around 10 sentences what happened throughout the day, and then I write specific questions. Questions what went good on this day, but also could have been better on this day. What can I improve on the next day, and what do I have learned through this? So you can structure it individually. What I just want to share on this episode is, why don't you ask yourself, would it be possible in your life, maybe in the evening, or you can do it as well in the morning, would it be possible to take maybe 5 to 10 minutes? There's no need to stretch it out as long as possible, but why don't you ask yourself, could I take in my life maybe 5 to 10 minutes every day to write down my thoughts, my feelings, my prayers, my encounters, what I have learned, or just thank God in some sentences and write it down in a notebook. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today, and maybe inspire you. Also start journaling and self-reflection. Thank you for listening to this episode about journaling and self-reflection. If you have any kind of questions, leave it down below in the comment section. I will answer any question I get, or any email or any direct message on Instagram. You can ask me anything. I will answer every question. So this was it for today. Yeah, I wish you a pleasant day. God bless you in the name of Jesus Christ. I hope this episode helped you in some way. Yeah, have a great day. Goodbye.